Hello and welcome to Nirmal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Daria. We have with us Kunal Shah, Head of Commodities Research, joining in. Kunal, welcome to the show. Kunal, overall, if you see in terms of the dollar index, it seems it's taking a breather right now, clearly ahead of this week's key events that have been lined up as well. Uh, you have the FOMC, your Fed policy meeting, as well as you have the US GDP data as well. Uh, Taking all of this into consideration, do you think the dollar index will remain slightly quiet for the time being?
See, I think the major direction of the market will come from FOMC meeting only. There is no doubt about it. What Federal Reserve is saying, what is the next direction, and it seems that Federal Reserve will maintain the dovish stance. The reason for that is that the job market in US is. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the job market in US is still weak. If you saw last week, the jobless claims in US again, shot up. So there are two reasons for Federal Reserve to cut the stimulus. One is rising inflation, which is one. Second is Federal Reserve is saying that this inflation is temporary, and second is job market improvement. So right now there is no major improvement in the job market. Third, the COVID cases in US are surging, 45,000 plus cases every day from last 3 days. So this is not portraying a very good picture. So if US is not cutting back the stimulus, then commodities should move up, and that is what is happening right now. So in spite of all the fear, in spite of everything, commodity markets are going up except gold and silver. Gold and silver are not moving up mainly because of the dollar index. Dollar index earlier was 90. Right now it is hovering at 93. So no one will aggressively go long in gold silver, but I just get a feeler that this week even gold and silver should move up because all the commodities have rallied except gold and silver, and dollar is status quo. We have not seen a significant uptrend. So dollar index is, if it becomes 93.30, then my view will go definitely wrong. But from last 15 days, we are seeing 93.20. It is going, and from there it is retracing back to 92.80, 70. From there, it is again going to 93.10. It is coming down to 9. So I just get a feeler, that gold and silver this week can definitely go up and surprise everyone on the upside. Uh, Gold, I think one should go long at 47,650. Put a stop loss of 47,500 and expect it to go up and test levels of 46,850 to 800 this week, maybe in 2-3 days. Silver, for the same reasons which I mentioned for the gold, 67,400 good levels to go long. Stop loss should be placed around 67,100, and target should be 68,100.
Okay, so that's with regards to the dollar index, gold as well as silver. How would you recommend playing with the base metals?
Base metal also, looks pretty range bound. In base metal complex, I'm expecting, most of the metals like copper, nickel, everything to do well. Copper, I'm expecting on the dip we go long. So today morning, the US bond yields have gone down by 4 bips. So that's why some profit taking have emerged in base metal. But I don't think so until and unless we see bond yield again back to 1.12, 1.13, then only we are going to see a sharp downside in the this thing base metal complex. So my view is copper, around 765, 766 is levels to go long. 774.5 today's high. At those levels, one should book the profits, and stop loss should be placed around 762.
Okay. And overall, with all of this, how do you plan to look at how crude is panning out from here on? Because there are gyrations that you've started to see some bit of pressure.
In crude oil, I think the upside is upside. If the US cases today test 50,000, 55,000, then there is a likelihood that there will be lockdown imposed in the US. So I'm not recommending to go aggressively long in crude oil right now because OPEC production is going to move up. So crude oil, you can slightly take a contra call for the day. It is open at 53.43 and high is 53.53. Sell at current market, put a stop loss of 5385
Hmm.
and square off your long positions, short positions around 5290, 5280.
Okay. And Kunal, anything on the agri commodity side?
There is a major rally in the agriculture commodity on account of the late monsoon in India have caused the drop in yield in major crops like soybean and CPO and other. So my sense is that go short, in all this, and or sorry, my sense is that go long in these commodities.
Okay. So
So most of the agriculture commodity looks attractive to me.
okay. So again, there's attractiveness with regards to where the agri commodities are concerned right now. I think there are no questions also coming up. Thank you, Kunal, so much for joining in. Thank you, participants, as well.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.